Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're watching the winner in time for top 8 right now. Oh, yeah. I'm here a bit early. Sorry for that. So, it's Max Dyna versus Essentia, which is, for people that don't know, two amazing players as well that we really get to enjoy watching right now. They're both 3-1. Round 5, Max Dyna versus Essentia. Do this. Let's take a look at their teams as well while we can. I'm happy that they're not going super fast right now. So, Iron Hands, Chiyu, Indeedee, Tornadus, Fluttermane, and Gyarados. Okay, it's a new balance but with a little twist because there's a Tornadus now. It has Air/Slash, Tailwind, Sunny Day, Icy Wind. Okay, and Indeedee with Psychic helping me, follow me, just another follow me instead of the Among Us being able to redirect. Honestly, I like it. I'm a fan. And Gyarados with the Terra type flying for Terra Blast as well. Choice Specs Chiyu, Solfest Iron Hands, and Protostin is Fluttermane. Honestly, a very interesting team from Max Dyna in that regard. We'll be watching from the position from Essentia. Let's take a look what their team is. We have Fluttermane, Heatran, Urshifu Dark this time around, Amoonguss, Thundurus, and Landorus Therian. Landorus being a Solfest, Thundurus. So we have all three, the three main genies. We've recently added a fourth one. We've got all three genies there. We've got Redirection with Amoonguss, Urshifu. Heatran is also here. Heatran has the Heat Wave, Earth Power, Terra Blast, Grass. Fluttermane with the Photosynthesis. Oh, this Fluttermane has Icy Wind. Okay, it's a move that's not being used that often, but it's very nice to have to just reduce the speed and make sure that, for example, your Heatran or your Urshifu could potentially outspeed something here, or even a Landorus. I like it. Like, sometimes Fluttermane can be all of the... Okay, they just gave each other a hand, but it was a fist bump, but Essentia decided to do it with their forehead instead. Quite funny. Okay, we have the teams here on... Oh no, we're not watching from Essentia's position. My bad. It is from Max Dyna position. Excuse me. Don't mind me while I am tweeting this onto Twitter. Tweet. Round 5. This. Honestly, I wish I had my laptop with me. It's like they're playing on my laptop so they can't see. But I can't do this. I could have done this easier. That's fine. Next time, I'm asking for a bit more space. Then post their picture and the picture of their team as well. There we go. Okay, let's take a look. Sorry, I just got done. I have the Urshifu and Fluttermane as we have Indeedee plus the Chiyu. But I know that this is a Dark Hit that's having the Dark Stance as well, and we have that Psychic terrain as well. Now that's the unfortunate thing, of course, for Indeedee not being able to be hit by any Ghost type moves, is still being able, but its weakness being dark, it seems to be very critical in this regard here, because it will be able to go down because of just one Wicked Blow. Wicked Blow always making sure that crit as well, so always nice to have, honestly. Either as I want to do as Chiyu on the field means that special defense of all the Pokemon on the field are being lowered as well. Urshifu itself being a sash, meaning it cannot be killed in one hit as well. Urshifu actually decided to just retreat for a bit and switch out for another Pokemon. This Chiyu is also the choice packs and the Terra Water, very important to note, as we have the from the Fluttermane coming out, Follow Me coming out from the indeed just making sure that the Chiyu is able to go for a move quite strong, as it is actually going for that Snarl, making sure that this Heatran special attack will be low. And what amount of damage that is! That is a Heatran. How did it take that much damage? What? That was just Snarl, right? Oh my god, that's amazing to see. Indeed, just being able to redirect either of these Pokemons and not really fearing both of these either, because you do have Indeed is quite bulky as well. You have the possibility for Helping Hand as well. Seeing that Snarl for some reason did already 25% to Heatran, Helping Hand 50? That's not how that works, but could you imagine? Heatran actually opting to switch out. We do know that the Chiyu is locked into that Snarl right now. Switching out to the Urshifu, it is Sash, but it isn't super effectively hit by the Chiyu either. And we have the Terra coming out onto the Fluttermane. Fluttermane go for that Terra, meaning this Terra Fairy will make sure that its Ghost typing will no longer make sure that this Snarl will do damage. This will do way less right now, but still a lot of damage coming out probably from this Fluttermane. So it is going for that Fairy type move. It is gonna go for that move blast into the Indeedee. Is it enough to kill? No, sir. That is an Indeedee. You better respect it. Photosynthesis boosted, not enough, as now with Snarl, the special attack from the Urshifu is lowered, as it has missed the Fluttermane, unfortunately. If I saw that correctly, because I was looking at the team sheets for a second. It's kind of hard looking at two things at the same time. I think he missed. I believe he missed. He missed. Max Dyna is bar scarce, for those that don't know. What is his main? We have Bus. So that's Max Dyna. Alright, we have Indeedee switching out and the Gyarados switching in for the possible Intimidate. Now, of course, because Gyarados is in, this is the wrong Urshifu to want to Intimidate, as the Water Urshifu intimidating that one would be nice, definitely when you're switching your Gyarados. We have the Detect just coming out from the Urshifu, making sure that it is able to be protected from this one turn. As the Icy Wind actually coming into the switched in Fluttermane, making sure that the speed is lowered from this Fluttermane and the Gyarados as well. That's a very nice move actually. Icy Wind really providing the kind of like speed control here in this regard, and on Fluttermane of all things, which is just very nice to have, honestly. Fluttermane has filled in so many roles. We've seen it use Trick Room, we've seen it as max offense, we've seen bulky substitute. Like Fluttermane really proving to be this generation's Landorus. And now with Terra typing, of course, Terra Fairy being the most prominent one, but you have Terra Water that's being used, you have those defensive typings. That's just also very nice to see left and right. So we do have a switch up from the Urshifu into that Landorus. We already know this is an Assault Vest Landorus. Not gonna take too much damage from this Fluttermane. Will still be respectable, don't get me wrong. But will be less and Intimidate, making sure that this Gyarados attack stat will be lowered as well. And the speed going down again with an Icy Wind, as the Dazzling Gleam just coming out into the Fluttermane. Not doing all that much at all, as we just saw. Meaning, yeah. Maybe we have to kind of see what is going to happen for this turn. It's a weird position to be in, because you can go for a Waterfall, for example, with your Gyarados. Still do a bit of damage, but you are intimidated, so you do less damage. And I'm unsure how I would feel. The Fluttermane actually doing well with the Icy Winds, but I feel like it can go for attack right now. You do have the possibility of course, your opponent, Max Dyna, the side we're watching, just go for a Terra themselves, making sure that they're no longer hit super effectively by Ghost, which is a play that a lot of Fluttermanes, of course, make every time, left and right. as we do have that Terra, as I just said, we have the Terra Fairy. Ooh, Terra Fly, could you imagine? That'd be funny as hell. Alright, Terra Fairy. Terra boosted move coming out. It is a Moonblast into that Flame. It is not enough, doing not all that much damage. As the next Terra Fairy move coming out, another Moonblast into the Fairy, and that will be enough for the opposing Fluttermane going down. Well done there. But now we have the Landorus still being able to move left and right. And Gyarados is Waterfall, Terra Blast, Taunt, Thunder Wave. Okay, we tried Thunder Waving earlier. Then we have the Stomping Tantrum just KOing the Fluttermane here. So both Fluttermanes gone. Honestly, now this is VGC. You want to focus on your Fluttermane. Waterfall do respectable amount of damage. Honestly, let's be honest here. Doing good damage there, and making sure that this Landorus stays low as possible as well. When this round is over, I'm getting a cool caster, because like talking the whole time is tiring. Right, Heatran coming in. Heatran and Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu, of course, lowering all the special defenses of all the Pokemon. And it is specs, so it can go for a strong Dark Pulse into that Heatran. We saw that Snarl at 25%. So you can double up into, for example, the Heatran, but the Landorus being faster than the Heatran, meaning you might actually need to Landorus first, so it just doesn't your own Chi-Yu. Fluttermane is already gone, so no Fairy type Pokemon can be switched into that strong Dark Pulse there, for example. You also just potentially just if there in that regard. Heatran will get a boost in his fire type boost, but you don't mind because both of these Pokemon aren't expected to catching any type of fire type boost. As we do the Urshifu coming up, meaning predicting the Dark Pulse here will protect from the Heatran as well. So this Heat Wave will be hitting the Urshifu if it's not missing. It's not missing this time around, and just the Urshifu is going down. Well predicted there. Dark Pulse into that slot would have been very bad, in all honesty, because like it would have just made sure that the Urshifu was here to stay as well, because it is 4 times resistant as well. So Heatran enjoying a bit of its leftovers recovery, and still a very good position. You're still stuck in Heat Wave, but it will KO the Heatran from this range, and Waterfall will win the 1v1 versus the Heatran, I believe. It is -2 right now. You have the potential to switch out your Chi-Yu, just make sure that you have the possibility to go for a fresh, new move, with being probably that Dark Pulse there in that regard. Indeedee coming in, it's coming out, so you better get this party started. Indeedee coming in. Psychic Terrain being put up. Rock Slide isn't enough. It's not enough for the Indeedee just yet. And it puts the Gyarados into his citrus range, going to eat a bit of its snacks as well. Making sure that and then the Earth Power into the Indeedee, making sure that this Indeedee does go down. Gyarados now free to do what it wants to, unless it flinches. And it flinched. And it flinched. Goodbye. That sucks. That's unfortunate. Would have been nice to have a bit of damage there. But now Chi-Yu can come in. I believe Chi-Yu can survive 1 Earth Power from Heatran. Certainly from this range, because you're a full HP. You Dark Pulse the Landorus, because Landorus is Soulfist, so can't protect. Heatran can protect there in that regard, but I feel like you win this 1v1. You win these. With this board position, I feel Bass does win this game there. As the Earth Power not KOing it, Waterfall doing a respectable amount of damage. Honestly, Gyarados would have won this 1v1, even if the Earth Power would have crit him. I feel like the Gyarados still would have won this 1v1. Was Terra already used? Yes, Terra Fairy. If like Heatran was maybe Terra Grass, we could have talked. But Terra was already used, so moving on from this. Just Waterfalling to protect. Honestly, it's good to just get your HP out, see how much a Dark Pulse does with the amount of HP that you have. If you have the possibilities to survive, you could kill the Chi-Yu and, well, yeah, I'm just making sure, honestly, how much it does. Whoa, it's gone. Never mind, it's gone. That's, wow, okay. Choice Specs Chi-Yu really putting in a lot of work. hell of a lot of work. So Bas going with that first game win. I think we'll be looking at what game 2 will bring us. What can you adjust here? I feel that choice picks. It's so scary. It's very scary. The choice picks thing. Attack Landorus is still a good pick. So is Fluttermane. Maybe Icy Wind one turn too many. I feel like you could have attacked the turn before that. You already Icy Winded the Fluttermane once, so you were in the clear to try and kill that. But you were snarled as well. Geo really working very well with Snarl and Dark Pulse. It's like being the support one and also having that offensive presence as well. And indeed just being able to redirect attacks. So, very nice, in all honesty. Deciding what to do here. Gyarados not putting, Gyarados just being there put in enough amount of work so the team could work. I'm a big fan of this team. I might steal. I'm joking. Jokes aside, this looks very solid for Bas. But you do have to remember, just in general, Urshifu is also a very scary Pokemon to deal with. And you have Urshifu next to Tornadoes is always scary. Just being able to deal with and attack. My bad. Sorry, I've been here since 9. So I'm tired already. Anyway, let's get cooking. It's time for the booking. Okay, game 2, let's get it. We have the Urshifu and the Fluttermane onto the field for, and then on the other hand, Iron Hands and a Fluttermane. Both Fluttermanes greeting each other. Hello, hello. Both goes. Is this a good lead or not? You do have fake out onto the Iron Hands as the Protosynthesis is activated right now with the boost here on the Fluttermane. As we already know that Urshifu is that Focus Sash, being able to have any single target move, whatever it wants. Possibly going for just a detect, making sure that it is able to see what you want to. You don't want to get faked out. You could just safely double protect. In this regard, there's no real setup move or anything Bas can do. You can go for the Terra Moonblast in case there's no protect from the Fluttermane. We do have that immediate Terra as well. Turn 1 Terra. Turn 1 Terra coming out here with the Terra Fairy as well. Fairly boosted with its Fairy type moves and losing its Ghost typing as well. Making sure that Wicked Blow will do less as well. As a protect coming out from the opposing Fluttermane, as the detect coming out as well, the double protect, nice and safe. Fluttermane already convinced that it needed its Terra here, so just going for a Moonblast into the opposing Fluttermane, the Dazzling Gleam. All charge just coming out into the Fluttermane. Making sure that that KO could have been picked up possibly if there was no protect. So you're already Terras, you're fine in all honesty, because the only moves that Urshifu has, Sucker Punch, and Force Close Combat, which is like all resisted by Fairy. You do have your Iron Hands. I always go to Hariyama, but you have Dream Punch on deck for the Urshifu. You won't be KOing it in one turn because it is still that Focus Sash. You have Wild Charge or for the Fluttermane to do a lot of damage as well. So the options are there, really. You just have to decide what to go for. I feel Bas is in do have a Terra. It will probably be that Terra Fairy onto the opposing Fluttermane as well. No longer gonna be protecting. It's time for damage. It has its beautiful sparkling hat. Shay away. It's time to get the other Fluttermane away. Let's see. It's just a Shadow Ball into the Fluttermane. It's not gonna be able to kill decent amount of damage as we do have the Moonblast coming out from Fluttermane into the Iron Hands, not KOing it. As the close combat will be not enough to kill it either way. Iron Hands just hanging on, unbelievably so, with a bit of HP as it is able to Volt Switch just a little bit of chip, and you have again that fake out potential, and now you have the possibility to fake out the Ottoman as well, as it is of course no longer that Terra. It doesn't have that ghost, it is purely fairy, so fake out can suddenly hit it again. Now you have to decide what to go for. Your Iron Hands has damaged quite a bit. You can switch in Gyarados, you get the Intimidate off, but a Weak Blow will still hurt, and so will, well, Weak Blow will hurt, and honestly, I'm not sure if you want to put down your Flaming is faster. You do know that your Flaming is faster, so you are able to just go for another Move Blast or a potential as a game on both of these Pokemon. Still pushing Flaming for that Terra Fairy Dazzling. That is the question. You are choice space, so you are able to heal the Urshifu possibly as well. But are you faster than question? Because I don't know the spreads or the sets from the Urshifu, but it can be quite important to see here as with the Urshifu actually not wanting to risk it, just switching out, Heatran coming in, making sure that every kind of fire type move will be sure to give him his flash fire boost. As from opposing Flaming, as we have Dazzling from Flaming, not gonna do a lot of damage to the Heatran, so let's see what this Chi went for as well. Now, that's the damage plus Chi, so honestly respectable. Dark Pulse just into that Heatran and just doing so much damage. Well played there. And now that Heatran is in a very bad position. You can't really switch it to Urshifu because there is a Dazzling Gleam coming out and a Dark Pulse, and I feel this seems rough. There's no other way to describe this. This is just rough. You still at full, Flaming is still at full. The Pokemon here are looking very strong as well. So how would you get out of this? This is like escape room option, but with Pokemon. So you have Terra Fairy coming out. It is going to be that Moon Blast this time around, making sure that the KO is onto the Flutter Mane. And then next, the Chi will be able to go for a Dark Pulse onto the Heatran, make sure that it will go down as well. Chi Flutter Mane still proving to be one hell of a combo together. The strongest combo there is, probably one of the strongest combos, at least. At the very least, we have to see that. As now Bars is kind of running away with the game with two Pokemon still in the back, and two Pokemon still remaining, one of them being the Urshifu, the other being the Landorus. So no Intimidate cycling. Landorus is able to, with the Surface, is able to survive some moves, but yeah, you don't want to get hit by these Pokemon. You need to kill both of these Pokemon, and Landorus and the Urshifu need to do as much damage as possible right now. They need these KOs. You need to bring this game back. Not slowly, you have to bring it now. Urshifu being able to go for a close combat onto the Chi, making sure that that at least goes down, as the Landorus should be able to go for a possible ground type move, maybe killing the Fort Main. So you do have the Moonblast coming out into the Landorus, still taking over a half. And the Dark Pulse doubling up onto the Landorus. Ooh, Landorus going down, meaning only the Urshifu Dark is left. Urshifu Dark, I don't feel like it can do all that much. Wicked Blow coming out into that Fort Main, not doing that much, of course, because it is resistant with the critical hit. Even on top, this looks to be game. Urshifu also moving slower than the Chi, meaning a double up will make sure that this game is over. Opponents are shaking their hands, and that is the game. So that means Bars is in your top 8 as well. So this was your round 5, meaning top 8. We'll be back after this.